Hello there, modern Canadian living enthusiasts. Welcome back for another video. Today, it's another rendition of Chicken Chores, the winter edition. So stick around because we'll show you what we do and got lots to talk about right after our intro. So hello again. Thanks for joining us. As you can undoubtedly tell by the white stuff on the ground and the way I'm dressed, it's winter here. And it's a balmy -9, feels like -15 right now. So regardless, chicken chores still need to be done. And this means resetting the coops and runs, which I'm in the process of starting right now. Like I've mentioned previously in the videos, what we do is take everything from the coops, put them out into the runs, and then we add fresh straw and bedding into the coop. This keeps it all clean in here where they sleep at night, and it gives more bedding for the runs, which turns into compost, which helps with the heating source for winter. So nothing crazy. We just go and push all the stuff out, like I said, get it into the run, and then we add some fresh straw. Some of the bales are a little cold, because I did mention the temperature. And they got some snow on them, but there's no mold, so we're still good to go. So I just take it, I break it all up. Birds are going to come in here anyway, so you don't have to do a perfect job because they're just going to tell you that you did it wrong and come in and fix it themselves. So I just start by breaking it up, spreading it around. Making sure that the bottom is all covered and they've got enough that'll take care of the poop and anything else they want to throw in here and leave around. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Do this, and I do this for the other 5 that are here, 2 that are over there, and then we'll go inside the runs, pull the stuff away, spread it around, and do some scraping. So stick around.
Did you know chickens fluff their feathers to trap warm air, creating natural insulation? Chickens are basically wearing down jackets all winter long.
So what we do is we take our bigger square bales and we break them down into what we call a cake. So we split them. Gives about anywhere from 5 to 7 cakes, depending on how tightly wound the bale was. And then we take a cake and we go in each coop. Then in the runs, we do add an extra layer of straw during the winter, just to increase that deep bedding method that we're doing and provide some extra warmth for the birds.
When it's cold, chickens often stand on one leg to reduce heat loss through their feet. A chicken with ruffled feathers is saying, "I'm comfy." Chickens don't feel cold the way humans do. Wind and moisture are the real danger.
Egg!
Snow isn't the problem, wet feathers are.
And another one. So as you can see, simply we just drag it from the coop, push it through their access hole, straight into the runs. When we go in the runs, we have to tidy up over there. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is a reset and not a deep clean. So we get out as much as we possibly can. Make sure that the doorway is clear, not obstructed. And then we just take another cake, like I was saying. Okay, this one. And come and reset. And for what we can't reach to get into the corners, just spread it around a bit. That's it. Now just keep moving down the line.
A dry, draft-free chicken coop is more important than heat lamps in most winters. Chickens burn calories in winter, like a tiny feathered furnace.
And again, what we can't get to is put in with pools. Make sure there's a nice covering. Doesn't have to be perfect. The birds are going to come and change it all around anyways. So like I said earlier, now that that group is all done, all those groups over there are taken care of, we move on to this line over here. These ones are a little different. This one has a back panel cover, that comes off. We got somebody in there. Little broody. Give you guys a shot of her. You can see her in there just hanging out. She's all comfy cozy. She decided to go broody in winter and sit on some eggs. But just like the others, just push everything through the hole. Out into the run. Making sure we don't injure our chick that's in there, our chicken that's in there.
Chickens eat more feed in winter because digestion helps generate body heat.
Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to get out as much as we can. And then we just add more. Now, in a previous video, you saw me wearing my PPE. Normally I do wear it. I wear it every time I clean it out. Choosing not to wear it today so you guys can hear me, because with the mask on, it just doesn't work well. Wouldn't be able to hear what I'm saying. So again, we wear our PPE whenever we clean them out. I'm just not wearing it today. I don't have my face mask on. I got the rest of the stuff on so that you guys can hear me and understand. And we'll just take some new bedding. Put that down, put some more. Sometimes you gotta get right in there to fix it all. Put that cover on. Take off any straggling bits of hay or straw, and then move on to the next ones. Like you heard me say previously, doesn't matter if it's hot out, it's raining, it's cold. Chicken chores or livestock chores still need to be done. Hello, we got socks in the box. Give you a little shot of her. You can see what she's doing there. She's not broody. She's just currently laying an egg, so we're going to try not to disturb her too much as we clean this one out. But like I was saying, regardless of the weather, livestock chores still need to be done. So, if you are not willing to bundle up like I am, come out here and take care of the chores and take care of the animals, don't get livestock.
Their combs and wattles can get frostbite, especially in damp or windy conditions.
Once that's all pushed through, just like all the others, new straw, new bedding. And we just keep adding it in. So we get a nice layer for them.
We are about halfway done. It takes between 15 and 45 minutes to reset the coops and runs.
Once that was done, we close everything up. Don't want our birds getting out. Yes, we do let them free range, but you got to make sure that they're safe. And right now we're doing chores, so we try and keep them in, especially with the colder weather. There's maybe 3 of our birds that don't mind the snow. All the rest of them take one look at the white stuff and they don't want anything to do with it. Can't blame them. I'm like that too. I'd rather the spring, summer, and fall. I like a white Christmas, but by the 4th of January, I'm done with the snow. Want to get back to outside and doing stuff where it doesn't take as long and you don't have to bundle up as much. So let's go do the inside part of the runs, get them all reset. So now we find ourselves inside one of the runs. But better in here, it's more comfortable for the birds. Very tells, even though it is really cold and it was cold last night. The temperature difference in here is probably about 5 or 6 degrees warmer than outside. Plus, because we use the bedding methods, compost, it does provide some extra warmth for them on their feet. Something else we have are cameras. There's going to be one up there, and then just put the others in the other ones. This is the new runs that I'm in right now, so we're still in the process of setting everything up, getting some of the work done. So I have the cameras inside. Probably be installing them this week, or I should say this coming week. Get everything done. We use cameras here because it helps keep an eye on the birds. I've also been training the AI that we use to recognize when eggs are being laid and if there's anything wrong with the hens. We also have been using the cameras to keep an eye on our livestock guardian dog, Max, as he completes his training with the chickens. So back to the task at hand. Once I've got it all spread out, I just come over here, scrape off what's on their platform, make sure the door is clear, free. In winter, sometimes you need a little bit more gusto. You gotta put a little bit more force because the coop does freeze. Comes out of their body. Cold. Stick the thing. Now if you get the ramp cleaned off.
Cold temperatures alone won't stop egg laying. Short daylight hours usually do.
Very important, like I said, to make sure that the door is clear. That the automatic door can open and close and do its thing. There you go. That's what we do for the inside. While I'm in here, I do check the waters, make sure they're not frozen and everything's good. And then we just go on to the next one, so we come back and refill all the waters after everything's done and reset. Now I'm in the next one. Just kind of do the same thing. Pull everything off. Make sure the doorway is clear. And that's great. Now we just spread around what we pulled out. Help spread the covering. Don't step on any chickens. You can see this is nothing new for them. They're used to me doing this. Like I said, every week, doesn't matter what season we're in. The coops and runs get reset. We spread out the straw. And that's it. Move on to the next one. Now let's continue on, like I said.
Most cold hardy breeds handle winter, well down to minus 20 degrees Celsius when properly sheltered. Fresh, unfrozen water is critical. Dehydration happens fast in winter. Chickens' feathers have tiny hooks that zip together for insulation.
We do the same thing in our other coops. You may notice that the door, the automatic chicken door, is missing on this one. Every now and then, what? Every now and then, like I was saying, the doors do need to be cleaned as some of the straw and poop gets in it. So I took that one off this morning, brought it inside, washed it, cleaned it, letting it dry before I put it back out, because it's winter, we don't want the door to freeze.
Heat lamps cause more chicken coop fires than cold causes chicken deaths.
Spread everything around like we did in the others. The birds will finish spreading it, and then we'll move on to the next one. Now you'll notice that it's not just the chickens in here today. We've got Max over here. He's still in training and he's practicing with the birds. So we got to get him used to the routines too.
Heavier breeds generally handle cold better than lightweight Mediterranean breeds.
Clean all their platforms off. And then just like the others, we spread everything around.
Chickens may sleep with their beaks tucked under wing feathers to reduce heat loss.
You may notice that this group has disappeared, so they're still getting used to Max. No incidents so far, knock on wood. But we help make sure that there's no incident by one, being outside with the new dog, supervising him, making sure that he's doing what he's supposed to do, and not doing anything he shouldn't be doing, like chasing the birds or playing with them. You don't want that to happen at all. Another way we keep an eye on them, the cameras, like I was saying. There's one up there, one in the corner over there. There's some in each coop. The others I'll be installing this coming week. We use those to help monitor the birds and Max, see how he's doing with them. See, he knows his name. Gonna give a big stretch, and he just hangs out. And yes, it is cold out, but it's not ridiculously cold. And if it does get to like minus 30 or anything like that, we will bring him inside. He's got a spot in the garage. He can also come in the house if he wants. But he's a livestock guardian dog. So he's got his double coat, he's got his undercoat, and he's got his thick coat, and he is built to be outside. Like I said, we still keep an eye on him with the chickens, but just like the chickens, we keep an eye on him for his health, make sure he's okay, he's comfortable. We give him lots of extra food, water, make sure he's good for the winter. So, with the coops and runs all reset for another week, ready to go. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up all the water buckets, like I said earlier, and then I'm going to give them some scratch, which has some corn and some extra stuff in it. We like to give it during the summer too, but mostly during the winter, just to help fuel that little furnace that every chicken has inside of them. Keep them warm, keep them happy and healthy during these cold winter days. Once we're done with the reset, we've got to make sure that we cover up the straw. Want to make sure that the bedding stays dry, doesn't get moldy, doesn't freeze like you saw a couple of the bales do. So I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to keep moving on with chicken chores.
Chickens huddle together at night to share body heat and stay warm.
So we wrap it up, like I said, to protect the straw, keep the bedding safe, no mold. We did have some on the skid, that's why the tarp was a little bit bigger and it was over it. But as we've emptied the skid, we're moving on to the indoor some. And then probably in about 2 months or so, I'll go get more and we'll refill this whole area so we can just keep going. We use straw bedding throughout the year. It doesn't matter if we're in winter, if we're in fall, spring, summer. They always have straw in the runs. We do the deep bedding method, like I've said many, many times, which provides extra heat during the winter and gives them something to do, on top of just helping keeping it cleaner. Putting the straw on top, they can forage around in it, their poop gets covered and it breaks down. And then we use it in the gardens, right? We're full circle here. We don't waste anything. So their poop, the straw, the bedding, all that stuff gets used as compost in our gardens just to give us, well, better, healthier fruits and veggies that we grow. So that concludes another weekly adventure with the chicken resets for the coops and runs. Like I said, doesn't matter the weather. If you've got livestock like we do here, you got to go out and take care of them. Waters have been refilled. They've got some little supplements in there. Woo, got hit in the face by a branch. Those supplements just help fuel that furnace inside of them, along with them having some scratch in their coops and runs. Keep them busy and also give them some extra nutrition. And again, fueling that furnace, because chickens can deal better with cold than they can heat. And that's because of the furnace that they have inside of them. Every little chicken's got a mini furnace right inside their heart, right below it, just above the abdomen, right where the eggs are. If they're a female, they got a mini furnace. You can't see it on any x-rays. Don't go looking for it. It's an invisible thing, but they have a furnace. Keeping that furnace well stocked allows the chicken to have the enough heat. They can keep themselves warm and comfortable and get through these winter months. So as always, thank you for sticking around. Stay tuned. We got lots more videos coming, especially with this weather. We're going to show you all what it's really like having, chickens and turkeys and whatnot in the winter when there's snow, the dreaded white stuff on the ground. So stick around. And if you like what you see here, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those YouTube notifications, and follow us on Facebook. Until next time, everyone, take care.